Let's summarize the novel by Kate Chopin, The Awakening. The Awakening, by Kate Chopin is a novel set in the late 19th century, focusing on the life of Edna Pontellier, a woman who struggles with her role in society and her desires for independence and self-expression. Here's a simplified overview of the story. Edna is a young woman living in New Orleans, married to Leonce Pontellier, a successful businessman. They have 2 children. The family spends their summers at Grand Isle, a resort in the Gulf of Mexico. It's during one of these summers that Edna becomes close to Robert Lebrun, a charming young man who pays special attention to the women at the resort. Edna, who has always played the role of the dutiful wife and mother, begins to experience feelings of discontent with her life. Her relationship with Robert awakens feelings of passion and a desire for independence that she has never known. When Robert realizes the depth of their connection, he leaves for Mexico, believing it's the only way to avoid scandal and protect Edna from societal backlash. Back in New Orleans, Edna's awakening continues. She becomes more independent, moving out of her husband's house into a smaller place of her own, which she calls the Pigeon House. She pursues her interest in painting and starts to reject the societal expectations of women to devote themselves entirely to their husbands and children. Edna also becomes involved with Alcée Arobin, a known womanizer. While this relationship is physical and provides her with some semblance of the freedom she craves, it lacks the emotional connection she felt with Robert. When Robert returns from Mexico, he and Edna confess their love for each other. However, Robert is unable to commit to a relationship with Edna because of the societal implications, and he leaves her once again. Feeling isolated and unable to reconcile her desires with the realities of her society, Edna makes a final decision to free herself. She returns to Grand Isle and swims out into the ocean, going further than she is able and drowns, thus completing her awakening through escape from the constraints of her life. The Awakening was controversial at the time of its publication in 1899 because of its candid portrayal of a woman's sexual and emotional awakening and critique of the societal norms that restricted women's independence. Today, it's celebrated as an early work of feminism, exploring themes of identity, freedom, and the role of women in society.